Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I'm in this beautiful woodland, not so far from home, only about 20 minutes from home, and as you can see I'm camouflaged from head to toe, and on my back I have my new chair hide, and the object of the exercise today is to try and photograph some wildlife, and in particular some Sika deer. I know in this woodland that there are Sika deer. I've been here about a week ago just looking at the place because I'm really interested in trying out this hide, getting some images, and scoping out this general area as an area of interest for me for wildlife photography. In addition, it's only 20 minutes from me, which means I could come here at any time and shoot wildlife. I've already spoken to some people. There's a walkway that runs along a greenway, and they were telling me about the diversity in wildlife around here. There's buzzards, there's woodpeckers, there are other predators of the sky like peregrine falcons, etc. And the deer is a good start for me. It's a place where I can come, where I can practice. And it's a place also where I can probably take Lara to do some wildlife photography. So I'm geared to the hilt. We'll get underway. The big problem for me, the big challenge for me today is light, because right now I'm in this broadleaf woodland, but it merges into a coniferous woodland over further where the deer tend to congregate. So light, ISO, and the dealing with those light and those ISO issues in post-processing are going to be the big challenge for me, I feel, in this little excursion. So, without further ado, let's get at it. So I've arrived at my location for my hide. Off to my left is the more open broadleaf woodland, and I've got a view back in there. And to my right, I've got the more dense coniferous woodland where the deer tend to congregate for safety reasons. So I'm kind of hedging my bets here. There's deer tracks everywhere. And so I'm going to set up my hide on just this kind of flat patch here. I've got a good view all around, and this is the hide. And I haven't taken it out of his bag yet, so we're going to see how easy or not this thing is to set up. So let's get at it. So it comes in a nice drawstring bag. This is a Karuba two-man chair hide. Quite solid, quite strong. I'm after carrying it for 20 minutes into this location. So, so far so good. I've also got a scrim to put over my lens because it's black on the outside. But let's get this baby out and see what it's made of. I can hear deer calling, that high-pitched Sika deer warning, so they know I'm here. But yeah, it is what it is. So what have we got here? We've got it wrapped in a Velcro cord. We have two chairs on the inside. Oh yeah, and you just fold them out. Cool. The chairs have cup holders. Quite comfortable, to be honest. And again, the reason I went for the two-man version is that I just think it'll be a little bit more comfort. When I'm going out with a hide, you're not going too far. It's 7 kilograms, it's easy enough to carry. I'm after carrying my bag. my camera bag, my lunch bag, my tripod, and this, and you know, it's no big deal. Now, what happens next? This folds up and around, I guess. Oh yeah. Up and around and over. That was easy. Believe me, that was easy. I've got a zipped opening on the front. The whole front can open, and there's a mesh on the outside to keep you concealed. What else have I got? I've got a side window here, same scenario. There's a back one that I'll open from the inside, and then a mirrored image on the opposite side. Wow, that was easy. I hope it's as easy to get down. But that's the tent, everyone. We'll have a look inside in a few minutes, but for now, I'm going to get the camera gear ready because I'm here to photograph deer, not oogle over a two-man tent hide. So back in a few minutes when we're set up and ready to go. So right now I'm inside the hide, and instant impressions are, thank God I went for the two-man hide, because I don't know how I'd fit everything if it was just me in one single chair. But as it stands, let me just flip you around. So this is my chair, and as you can see, I've got my camera set up here, the OM1 MK2, and today I've got the 150 to 600 on my wildlife lens. We've got two windows at the front, zippable, and we've got the mesh, the camouflage mesh on each window. Similarly, I've one on the side so I can see off out to my left. There's one on the back that I haven't got open, and I have another one to my right where I can see off to my right, and again with the camouflage netting from the outside. So I took a step outside, closed everything up, and when you look back in you just can't see anything. So impressed enough so far. Now it's just a waiting game. It's time to sit here, observe, listen, and see, do any Sika Deer come by. Again, when I was coming in here, they saw me, they heard me. You could hear their high-pitched scream, shrill for danger, and you could see some of their white bums just bobbing off into the distance. So for now, I just got to sit tight and be patient, wait for them to drift back along again, and see, does this hide work? Back shortly. So I've been in the hide about an hour now, and this is where it gets very testing. All I've seen are some distant, about 40 meters away, deer just moving between the thickets of brambles. And it's quite difficult because behind is the lake, and it's really blowing out any potential images. So I'm starting to question whether I'm in the right spot or not. But one thing's for sure, they don't know I'm here. They're just going about their own business, and I'm only about 40 meters away. So that means the hide is working. I'm downwind, I know that. But certainly the hide is working. Another plus is that it's raining. And while I'm feeling a few splashes coming in through the openings where the camera is, I'm dry. Another bonus of the hide. But yeah, this is the bit where it gets very difficult for me, where the impatience sets in. The animals are there, but just out of reach. So I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of chill out a little bit, just get a quick drink, something to eat, just take the focus off it for a few minutes, and then come back to it again. So on we go. There's a herd of Sika just off in the distance there, about 40 meters. I've seen them flashing. I've seen the white bottoms. I've seen a head pop up, and they're drifting in this direction. So I'm hoping this is the opportunity. I'm going to have to stay really focused because I just don't want to miss the opportunity if it presents itself. So I'm going to focus on images only if they do come into view, and hopefully I will record some of it with this Osmo. So fingers crossed they keep progressing this way, because my butt is getting sore at this point. Even though the chair is really comfortable, I'm getting antsy. So come on dear, keep coming this direction. Yeah, so I hope you could hear me there while I was shooting. Wow, that was exciting. But that little herd just kind of moseyed on through in about a 10-minute spell. And I think I've got a few shots. Again, the big learning curve for me here right now is light and ISO with the OM1 MK2 and the 150-600. I'd no option but to shoot these at max ISO, otherwise nothing was working, nothing was happening. It's just simple as that. I'm in a dark coniferous forest. It's misty. The light is winter level light. So this is a first for me at this extreme ISO. But there were certainly some interesting shots to be had there. I could see them through the viewfinder. And I'm happy with them. I'm happy that the hide has worked. They were about 30 meters away from me. They certainly knew I was here. I felt they did, but I didn't feel they thought they were in any danger because I just kept grazing and moseying on by. So they've just gone out of sight there now. So fingers crossed, fingers crossed that these images worked. And if they have, well, here they are. Just popped out of the hide just for a break and stretch the legs. I've been in there for more than 2 hours. It's been raining while I've been here. I'm still dry. I wouldn't say it's waterproof, but it's certainly taken the majority of anything that's fallen on it today, which has been great. If I just flip you around. So there is the hide and its setup, and kind of this is the environment I'm in. So I've got that kind of broadleaf woodland behind us where there's plenty of light, but the deer aren't going to congregate in there. And then I transition, as you can see here, into this coniferous woodland. And the deer I shot were kind of 30 meters in that direction. So yeah, I'm happy that the hide has worked. You can see, I don't know if you can see it, but there's tracks running all over the place here where the deer are continuously here. This is the hide. You can see that's my camera set up there, peering out. My bags, I have 2 bags and there's 2 chairs in there. So all in all, a very, very comfortable setup. The one downfall I'd say is that I prefer the exit to be at the rear, because you have to come out the front here via a zipper. There's a zipper just there, but you can't do that because the chairs are the back of it, so I can understand why. But so far so good. The hide has worked. I will definitely do it again. I'm enjoying this process. I just hope now I can get a few more shots of the wildlife, because I think I've been very limited so far, but that's wildlife photography. It ain't all plain sailing. But I definitely have got closer than I would have if I had been here just kind of walking and hiding behind trees. So the hide has definitely been worth it for that alone. I've heard just up ahead of me here. They're about 40 meters away. I'm just hiding behind this tree, but they know I'm here. I've taken a few already, just of them slightly out of the woodland, but they were pretty much all obscured by brambles and undergrowth. But they've moved in now to the forest. They hear me, they hear me. I'm just gonna rattle off a few frames here again. ISO through the roof, 12,800. My God. I might want us to 250 shutter speed. I can slow that down. But the ISO doesn't drop, so I'm just hoping that denoise in Lightroom takes care of these. Yeah. But anyway, I've got a few shots there. If they worked out, well, here they are. What a beautiful, serene location. Got the Blessington Lake here behind me. And I'm in this woodland. And just while I'm out and about, I'm just going to take a walk around, scout out a few more locations, because there's definitely more wildlife to be found here. I've heard buzzards. I've heard a woodpecker. People have told me they're here, trying to locate them. That's another day's work. But I'm just going to keep walking in a big loop around where I have my hide, which is over in that direction. I can actually see it over there. Just to scout out a few more locations, you know, see are there better spots where I can observe the wildlife from the hide at a future date. So let's keep going, and let's see, can we track down any more deer and get some more photos. So, I think I've gotten everything I'm going to get today. There's rain forecasted about a half an hour. So I want to get back to the hide and get it taken down. But certainly the first photos of the day, the ones I got from the hide, are by far the best. Meaning it worked, it concealed me. It allowed me get those few shots. I've been walking around and I've seen a few more deer, but you're not getting within 200 meters of them, and they're gone. The slightest sound, the slightest breaking of a twig underfoot, and they're gone. But I think I found a location here which might be good for another visit. So you can kind of see the sparsely populated woodland out there. Is certainly more light, and then we come into the more dense coniferous evergreen woodland. But you can see below me here there are two tracks, and they are well-worn deer tracks. well-worn animal tracks. But just over here to my right, the lake pinches in. So this is kind of a narrowing of a thoroughfare for these animals. And maybe the next time when I come back, I might kind of set myself up just off to the edges over there, because the animals come through here. 150 meters that way, you have the greenway, so people are continuously walking and cycling up and down that direction. And my hide, where I'm set up at the moment, is about 150 meters in that direction. So again, you can see the track here that is well worn and well traveled. So this might be a location for the next time. But for now, I think I'm just gonna trundle on back down to my hide, get a bit of lunch while I'm there. I might just sit there for another half an hour, who knows? And then it's time to pack it up. So let's get back down there. Let's settle ourselves in again for a little bit. Let's see if there's anything else come on by. I'm hearing birds of prey, but I'm not seeing them because I'm ensconced in this woodland. But we'll go back down, we'll sit down, we'll get something to eat, we'll stay patient for another bit, and we'll see you when we're back down at the hide. So I'm back at the hide. Let's see how easy it is to get back into this thing. We just pull up the zipper, flip it back. You can already see my camera is there. I've got my bag and my lunch bag and all my bits and pieces here on one of the chairs, and I sit on the other one. Then you just simply sit in, and pull it down over you again. And it really is as easy as that. I love it. Great invention. To get out, zip it up, fold it back, stand up, you're away. But now I'm just going to go back inside for a bit. Heavy rain forecast in an hour. It's rained for 47 consecutive days in Ireland. Unbelievable. So, oh, I see some deer down there. Yeah, I'm going to get back inside, get myself comfortable, get something to eat, and wait for this herd to come up along. Bear with me. I'm happy I came back into the hide. I was about to pack up and go. But there's a herd running, strolling, grazing on through. And there's a nice big stag with them. Try and get a few photos. They all seem pretty calm, pretty relaxed. I'm just far enough away that I'm talking slightly louder. I hope you can hear me okay. But, oh yeah. Okay, just bear with me here. I'm going to take some shots. I'm going to try and get some video. And, so happy I came back in. He's a big boy. Oh, yes. Again, they know I'm here. But whatever it is about the hide, they're pretty calm. When I went out for that walk around, they just, scattered, bolted as soon as I moved. But in the hide, they're quite happy just to walk by. They know something's here, but they're certainly not as skittish. It's raining. It's grey. And I'm still at max ISO. Again, that's got to be the tricky thing for me. How do I deal with noise in these images? Because I'm going to have to deal with noise in these images. Simple as... Hang on, there he is again. Oh yeah. The silent shutter on these modern cameras is also brilliant. I'm just going to stick with this for a bit. I'm going to concentrate on it for a few minutes while they're here. Be back to me. I'll be back to you in a short while. Yeah, I can speak up a bit here now. Wow, that was exhilarating again. You know, I thought my day was done and I just got back into the hide for half an hour more just to have a sit down and have a cup of tea. But this herd with a big stag drifted into the frame. And again, they knew I was here, but I think I got some good shots. A little bit of video mixed in because I'm on the tripod. Hopefully that's okay. Again, so dark, but it's worth it. The experience is worth it. This hide has been worth it. I'm so looking forward to coming back out here again now that I've scouted around. But I've got some images of this herd, females, a stag. I think there was a juvenile stag in there as well. So I'm so happy. I just hope now that the post-processing, because I haven't seen these images yet other than on my viewfinder and on my screen here. So I just need to get home, get them processed, and fingers crossed they've all worked out. And if this set of images worked out, well, here they are. So, yeah, I think I've gotten everything I want to get today. But now it's time to take this thing down. I've never taken it down. The first mistake I've made is I've never zipped up the internal windows. So let's do that first. Zip up these windows. There are two little lugs in here that you just kind of have to slip up. That will allow the articulated arms bend. So I think I just bend it back, like so. Wrap it around, like so. And then pull in the chairs, like so. And then there is a tie band here. Click it in, just get rid of all the dead leaves, etc. Something tells me this is going to be the hardest part, getting it back into the actual bag. Oh, I had two pegs just with it down. They go in a little pocket here on the side. Lovely jubbly. And now I slide it into the bag. Hopefully in one go. And that, my friends, is it. That is how easy it was to put up and take down this Karuba two-man hide. Perfect for this type of thing. Now the rain is coming, guys, so I'm going to end this video here. What a great few hours. I was skeptical about the hide, but it worked, and it worked a treat. Yeah, the deer that were close to me here in this neck of the woods, excuse the pun, they knew I was here, but they were quite calm. When I went on a little walkabout earlier on, they were moving, they were moving, they were moving, they were gone. You weren't getting any shots. So this thing has been invaluable today. I just hope the shots have worked out. But now it's time for me to get out of here because the heavens are about to open. I have to pack it up on my back. I have about a 10-minute walk back to the car, but I've loved it. I've loved this few hours. I may look like G.I. Joe, but you need this type of gear when you're photographing wildlife, especially wildlife as skittish as deer. So everyone, thank you again. Please give a thumbs up. It really helps this channel. If you've just arrived, please subscribe. That also helps. And if you've liked the video, please make a comment. Which images worked, which images didn't. Anyone who photographs wildlife knows how difficult it can be sometimes. But I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support. And but for now, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.